24 other states. Are you boast? I will leave a safer country next year, says Buhari. And drama as PDP members in Plateau clean venue of APC presidential flag off. And the UK channels $100 million to women-owned businesses in Lagos. Now to the nations this morning. Tinubu, I am not seeking office on religious ground. Rivers won't vote for president along party lines, says Wiki, and the rider says approves 134.7 billion naira for military veteran. Also from the nation this morning, federal government insists on no work, no pay for ASU members. With the rider, Nigeria is 10th largest country sending students abroad. Okay, this is a headline on its own. Nigeria is 10th largest country sending students abroad. And now to this day newspaper. Tinubu, I can't Islamize Nigeria if I can't Islamize my home. Says those opposed to Shetima lobbied to be VP but were rejected. And can insist on secular states meet APC presidential hopeful. And finally this morning from this day newspaper, article at NGE Forum vows to continue Obasanjo's economic policy. And the writer says here that restate desire to privatize ailing government enterprises. Says a nation needs healing, vows to form government of national unity. Now, these are your headlines this morning. We will quickly move to discuss the hot topics with you and open the phone lines for you to join the conversation. Hopefully, I'll get to Fauseni on the line to speak to us briefly before I open the phone lines. So I think we have him already. Hello, good morning to you.
Morning, Mary. How are you?
I'm doing great this morning. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you. Bless you. Yeah.
Now, on the hot topic this morning, we have this headline from the Vanguard newspaper. Also, the Daily Trust has it, and other newspapers also have this story. It says Senate approves CBN and Naira redesign policy. After a rowdy session yesterday at Senate, they finally approved the Naira redesign. They said, okay, they approve it. But what they have issues with, they are not comfortable with the deadline of January 31st, 2023. But finally, some were against it, but finally they agreed and it's been approved. So it has the backing of the Senate. Another thing that stood out also in the news this morning is from the Daily Thrust. It says Naira redesign, dollar may crash to 200 Naira, says EFCC chairman. He was talking yesterday and said that we saw how the Naira redesign came into be. It's supposed to be done every 8 years, but it took Nigeria 20 years to even redesign the Naira. That initially, when it happened, Naira, we saw it Naira to the dollar go as far as 880 Naira, but now it's about, I think, 600 and something. But that there is potential for it to get to 200 Naira. That is some of the news making the rounds this morning. But what do you make of all of this? The Naira redesign approval by the Senate and the propensity of that Naira getting to 200 Naira to $1. What do you think?
That's a joke coming from the EFCC chairman. Is he working on monetary policy or what? I mean, I don't know why some people feel they have to comment about everything in this country. I don't know what locals does the EFCC chairman have to say that Naira to the dollar will may fall to 200. Is he in the CBN? Is he part of those working on monetary policy? What experience does he even have as regards markets? So, when people talk in public space, I just laugh. In fact, it looks like a good comedy to me. It is forces of demand and supply that also affect the currency. The reason why the Naira to the dollar is not low is because we're not collecting enough USD. And how do you collect USD? You produce. That's just it. Countries like Vietnam collect a lot of USD, and that's why they can hedge against their currency against the dollar because they produce. It's a big manufacturer. So the things that will reduce naira to the dollar is if we increase manufacturing growth, if we fire up all the sectors of the economy, not some EFCC chairman saying that it will just go to 200 naira because naira to the dollar because there was a naira redesign. I mean, how does that even correlate? How does that correlate? What is the empirical backing? You see, me, I'm a man of facts and statistics. What's the empirical backing for what it says? Anyway, I'll put that aside as a very big joke.
Now that the Senate has approved the naira redesign and
I'm even shocked about that story. What is Senate approving? As what? Senate just have oversight functions. Why check the CBN Act? It's only the president that is supposed to approve it, and he had approved it long ago. So what is the Senate approving? I don't even know who crafted the newspaper like Senate approve. Approve what? It approves only something you have statutory powers over. The Naira redesign has already been a policy that has been effective with the approval of the president. The president has come out and said he backed it. Probably maybe they should say Senate backs it. But when you say approve, like he needed the vetting of the Senate to go ahead. Hell no. The only person that has the power to do that is the president, and he has approved it long ago. In fact, he had come out to defend Mr. Mefele. So I don't know why the Senate is doing this carry me, let's see me. This all Senate just has is oversight functions. That's just it. They're talking about the timing now. Can the Senate go and change the timeline the CBN has given?
Now to
joke too much in this country.
Now to another story this morning. It's concerning the meeting that was heard by APC and CAN. The CAN yesterday had a meeting with the presidential candidate of the APC concerning the Muslim ticket and to talk about the hope of Nigeria, APC presidential hope. But the headlines this morning from different newspapers are talking about Tinubu. Like, for example, This Day newspaper said, Tinubu, I can't Islamize Nigeria if I could not Islamize my home. He said, I'm not seeking office on religious ground. That's what he says on The Nations. And on different newspaper, he says, Tinubu, as Tinubu meets Khan, he says, my children are Christian. So, say my children are Christian. That I picked Shetima because I want to win the election, one, and because he is competent for the post. So coming to power, coming to become president is not about Islamizing the country or nothing of such. That he's just interested in taking Nigeria to the next level, and this is someone that is capable of doing the job. So he picked him. That even other people that are condemning Shetima right now for being VP and a Muslim, most of them even lobbied to become the vice president. But he chose Shetima because he knows with him he can win, with him he can do more for the nation. So this is his argument this morning. But what do you think of this? Saying that he cannot Islamize Nigeria because in his home, the children are Christian. He has not been able to Islamize his home. So let's take that Muslim ticket out of the way and look at his competence.
Like I keep saying, it remains to be seen. He has given promises as a politician that he is. He has tried to reassure the Christian folk, but it will remain on the Nigerian people. Maybe they want to vote a Muslim ticket in 2023. All of this decision rests on the Nigerian people, and that's why I keep saying elections matter. And it's about what you want for your country as a citizen. So all he can do as a politician that he is to reassure. And he has done that, yesterday, citing the fact that his wife's a pastor and all of that. But it remains to be seen. And when people talk about Islamization, it's not just by word of mouth. It will be incumbent on the policies made when that person is in administration. A lot of people still talk about Nigeria joining the Organization of Islamic Nations many years ago. That was a policy made under somebody. And let's even go back to the Constitution. I'm not sure the Constitution recognizes any religion. I'm not sure. So if our Constitution, our ground norm, the law that cuts across all laws in the country, does not say Nigeria is a Christian or a Muslim state, then nobody can do that. Because if you want to Islamize the country, you have to go against the constitution. You have to rewrite the constitution. So the best thing for him is to keep reassuring people. But like I said before, it will be dependent on the Nigerian people.
Okay.
They want to vote a Muslim ticket, or they want to uphold the religious balance because of the polarity in our system. And Nigeria is polarized. Let nobody deceive you about it. Nigeria is split down the middle. And you see, the shocking thing is these same politicians that come out to tell you how Nigeria is divided because for their own benefit. And it is these same politicians in 2015 that said, oh, I couldn't run because I was a Muslim and I didn't want to be on a ticket with Buhari as a Muslim. But all of a sudden now, it is acceptable because I'm on the ballot and this is the best option for me. And because of the technicality of that, I'm a Southern Muslim. And I don't know, in the grand scheme of things, a Southern Muslim, not as cogent as Northern Muslim. You can see the biases and the polarity we have created for ourselves as a society. So these same politicians that keep saying, oh yeah, it's not important, they are the one that created this polarity when it suited them. They are the one that says, oh, the general's ticket was balanced with that of a pastor. They are the ones that have dragged our religious leaders into politics by going to churches to seek endorsements. So they have pulled religion into it. And it is so easy for them to pull tribe into it. You heard when a candidate said, vote for me because I'm from a certain place. You remember that statement?
Yeah. I do.
That do not vote for them because I am from the north. You remember when a candidate said that recently?
Yeah.
So they are the ones that have used religion, tribe, and ignorance and poverty as a weapon. So they weaponize you with religion, they weaponize you with tribe, they weaponize you with ignorance. That's why they will not invest in the schools, and we have out of school children of 20.2 million. They also will weaponize you with poverty. That's why they will never bring about financial empowerment of your life, because they know that once you have money, you are able to make choices. You see, poverty is not the lack of money; it's the lack of choice. I think one of these days, Mary, you will give me time to explain what poverty means. Consistent lack of choice.
You know, we will do that discussion before the election.
Yes.
So that very
consistent lack
important.
of. Thank you so much, Mary. Consistent lack of choice affects your psyche, and it is that psyche that pulverizes your mentality, and that's why you accept anything. This is what poverty means. You want to eat egg today. You don't have the money for it. You want to eat egg tomorrow, you don't have the money for it. When that happens consistently for over a month, you start to think that egg is not for you. So you don't aspire for egg again. And the day you are given egg, it becomes a luxury. So if anybody now comes down to give you that same egg, you will do anything for that person. And that's what poverty does. It takes your capacity for choice away. And that's what the politicians have done over the years.
It is clear that
putting Nigerians in poverty.
They know this and has really exploited. Now, let's look at this headline before I let you go. We just have a minute to talk about this before we open the phone lines. This one says here that the federal government to ASU, you won't be paid for work not done, on the Daily Trust. Now, the federal government has insisted that lecturers will not be paid for the work not done, in line with no work, no pay policy. Although ASU has protested, saying that they are not casual workers, something should be done. But the Minister for Education, Adamu, has said that no, we're not saying that whether you're a casual worker or not casual worker. In fact, lecturers are not casual workers. Let that be clear. But this no pay, no work, no pay policy, there's nothing they can do about it. And this has caused a lot of rancor in the quarters of ASU and lecturers. They are disgruntled. They are not happy with this half salary that they've been paid after they listened to the federal government, the court judge, the court order to go back to class, and this is how they are being paid. So it's like this issue with ASU and the federal government is not going to go away anytime soon.
Mary, it's sad that we are still talking about this issue. Please, I would like to appeal to President Muhammad Buhari. These lecturers went out of their way to call off the strike. It was not because they were twisted by the legal process. They could have continued. But they too were passionate about the future of this country, irrespective of the fact that their demands were not met. Let's underline that. But they conceded with reassurances, led by Mr. Femi Bajabiamila. Please, do not let our lecturers feel stupid. I beg. We know you are a father, and you would listen.
Thank you.
This is not the time to prove who is right or wrong. Please, they are lecturers, even if they didn't work. Please.
Thank you so much, Rufai. We hope that your plea will be heard by the president and something will be done about it. We sincerely really hope that the plea you've made this morning will go far to meet him and he will listen to your plea. Even though he does not listen to other people, though everybody's plea, maybe he will listen to your plea. Thank you so much, Rufai.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you.
Yeah, have a great day. Now the numbers to call is 0700 903 903 903 to respond to the headlines you've heard this morning. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mary.
Welcome. What's your name and your location?
My name is Anna. I am calling from Surulere.
Welcome to the program.
Oh, okay. My contribution this morning borders on ASU. You see, in the name of peace, just like Rufai just said, they considered to go back to class to show that the ASU is a law-abiding entity. If we have a government, unfortunately, which from every indices of classification, the government has not done well. And the ministers and every other person working under the government is receiving salary. They should also concede and allow and pay ASU their full salary so that they will remain in class. We are having a brain drain in this country, for crying out loud. A lot of them are leaving the country. Opportunities are calling on them from outside the country. Our best is going out. Those that cannot afford, if this is a country whereby it's now an achievement that your son, your daughter schooled abroad, where a country that had good education foundation in the 60s and 70s, and now we are now subjecting these lecturers to beggars. It is unfortunate. The federal government should pay ASU, and so that let them remain in this country and bring up those ones that cannot go abroad. It is high time we take our education system serious and forge ahead as a nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your contribution this morning. When you talk about the brain drain, it is quite scary. It is scary to know how many people are leaving Nigeria, bright minds, and now the lecturers, you don't want to make them happy. Just pay them their full salary. This is appalling. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mary.
Obioma from Biba. Welcome.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, I will not Islamise Nigeria, Tinubu. I see the Shekima sort of competence. What a shame to Christians in this country. What an insult to the Christians in this country. Are you telling me there's no competence in the Christian kingdom here in the north? In the whole of north, there's no competence a Christian that can be a running man. It's a shame. It's a shame. Let me tell you, somebody who forgot the name of his party is talking of competence. Listen, bet me Tinubu will vote to PDP or Labour the day of election. Mark my word. Then on ASU,
yes,
that's what fits them. That's what they want. Look, These people want to use them on the day of election. They want to punish them. They want to show them that they have power. When the election comes close now, they will gather them. They will be the returning officers, election officers, that's the 1 million, so that they will do the election for them. Mark my words. Nigerians are hearing what I'm telling you. Look, anybody who is talking of APC, a government that never obeyed the court order, look at what they did to judges, look at what they did to Onoge, look at what they're doing to professors. Oh God, my dear Nigerians, I want to tell you people, look, I'm happy with the Igbos, not the Igbos, the Igbos. By the grace of God, soon Nigerians will not be best. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Obioma. We really appreciate your contribution this morning. Remember, you can send us a WhatsApp message on 0700 903 9039, and then we'll take your message. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning. My name is Ferdinand. I'm calling from Magon.
Welcome to the program. Is this your first time calling?
Yes, I'm a first time caller.
Welcome to the family of VOP.
Thank you very much. I always listen to your conversation, but it's just that sometimes when I call, you will not be able to pick. That is the issue.
Oh, thank God I got you today.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say something on the ASU issue.
Yes.
If they pay them, if they say that no work, no pay, then are they not going to finish other semesters that they left over? That is what I want to know. If government is saying that no work, no pay, then are they going to say, since no work, no pay, the ones who did not work, then the semester that we did not close or we did not reach into, then we are going to leave those ones and do the ones they pay us. Nigeria should consider all these things. I know that these people are people that are bringing our futures of tomorrow. We don't discriminate because you have the power to punish or to exert power on other people. No, we don't do things like that. If Adamu will say that no work, no pay, no, it means that we are not doing anything in Nigeria here. Nigeria is another thing. It's a different country as well. Now, look at coming to Tinubu. Constitution say that if you have a presidential candidate, a Muslim, then fight would be Christian. But if Tinubu feel that he is not going to Islamize Nigeria, then went there with a Muslim ticket. He has broken the law as well. He has broken the law. So I don't see the reason that we should be contemplating on these issues every day. As the president of Nigeria, first of all, the first thing you should do is to keep the law and not contemplating. You are not going to Islamize Nigeria. Your family are Christians, and how can you Islamize Nigeria? Keep the Nigerian constitution first. That is the most important thing for you to do, and not to be contemplating. You are not going to Islamize Nigeria, but that is the first thing you want to do. No. That is my contribution for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your contribution. Now, let's take some WhatsApp messages from you this morning. It says, good morning. The definition of poverty is relative. In this part of the world where there is no structure, a good scheme, it is lack of money before lack of choice. Kola Wole from Ejigbo. Thank you for your message. This one says, a beautiful morning to you, Mary. The Jide Ekele from Hilltop Estate, Aburo. Was a morally wrong cannot be politically right, okay? Tinubu trying to reconcile his grievous miscalculation on Muslim ticket. No matter his money and Lagos money trying to influence many Christian gathering will only yield next to nothing. That's a big hammer on him. How dare him undermine the overwhelming population of the Christian in a fragile country like Nigeria? Honestly, that man has shot himself on the foot, which is irredeemable, and he knows it, and that's why he's taking every measure to buy mushroom pastors over that are negligible. This is one error too many. This has calculation. His calculation is the same with Atiku, who thinks that Wike is nothing but coming back to hurt him. Okay, that's it. And you continue. You said, if you said it doesn't matter, then would the Muslim faithful accept Christian ticket? Or since it doesn't matter, let Tinubu use Fashola as a running mate from the same Yoruba nation, or Atiku use El Rufai from the same north. Since we want to put Nigeria in position we are not ripe for. Thank you so much for your message. Let's see if I could take another one. This one says, good morning, Mary. For the army general killed by a drunken soldier, it was sad, unfortunate, and a great loss to the nation. People should refrain from taking excess of what can lead them in doing silly things. My condolences to the family. From HRH BC Nwoko in Oshodi. He said, with the desperation I see in PDP presidential candidate, he is ready to promise Nigerians his wives. So far, he gets the #1 position. Also from Nwoko in Oshodi this morning. Thank you so much for your message. Hello, good morning. We'll take more, but let's take calls. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mary. My name is Pascal.
Oh, okay. Welcome to the program. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling you from Itajuleki.
Okay, welcome. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. First of all, please, let me quickly say this on air. Rufai, God bless you. God bless your generation and God bless your family. You have my family. In fact, if I have a way, I will name something in my family that will have to reflect your person, because your constructive analysis is full of content, and God bless you for that.
Great.
Now, let's go back to the issue.
Yeah.
You know, beyond the boundary of what we are seeing as federal government thinking that they have achieved something with lecturers on the issue of no work, no pay, they are rather putting a serious role in our academic system, because the impact of some of these decisions won't be felt now. It will come in fact, it will be multifaceted, because you are looking at the immediate without having an analysis of the possibility of it truncating or causing a very serious problem to the entire educational system. You mean lecturers? Okay, if you are not even paying them for the 8-month strike or whatever strike they have been, within the time that they were in court and the time that you have no justification not to pay them that you are giving them house salary. See, it speaks bad of the system. Like I endlessly appeal to Mr. President. Since all of us have to join, and I'm not a lecturer, I'm not doing any course in any university for now, but it's important that we consider the very fabric that sustains development in any nation. It is education. We have so much given emphasis to certifications. We are now that we need to move a point beyond this. We are now rather being destroyed in this manner. How many times do these politicians who sit at the plenary collect millions of naira? Do they actually work for the money? Do they actually work for it? The bogus salaries, the bogus allowances, the oversight function allowances. Do they really work for this money? Come on. The context of no work, no pay, honestly, it is seriously contextual and subject to several definitions as it is. Now, let us go back to the other side of the equation. What is the other side of the equation? The federal government, who has so far been very careful to analyze to us our compliance to rule of law. Like one other caller asked, how many court orders has this federal government obeyed? We are seriously running out of historical ideas. Therefore, they just kill us into anything they want us to believe. Weaponize tribe, weaponize religions, weaponize political inclinations, and regionalize it. At the end of the game, competence and merit is being sacrificed on the altar of what I call mediocre.
Yeah.
God bless all of you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution. That was a lengthy one. 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mary. How are you?
Oh, fine, Mr. Peter Monse. I was hoping not to miss your call today because the call.
No, even I was thinking when you started, I did not hear your voice. There were music was going on. I'm like, Mary wants to disappoint me today.
It was technical issues. We're fixing, but thank God we are back.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yes.
Mary.
Yes.
If the people is telling us that his children are Christian, his wife is Christian, I want to ask one question. Now, if he could not find a competent Christian in the north to pay with him, why did he find a competent Christian wife to marry? Why did he not marry a Muslim like him? So, to marry a wife, you saw a competent Christian. Then, to have a running mate, you cannot find a competent Christian. I mean, what an irony. If you trust Tinubu, if you take Tinubu's word for anything, you are doing yourself a great harm. Because this same Tinubu that gave us all the promises in 2014, ask Tinubu, what has he done about the educational system that he promised in 2014 that students will go to school for 4 years, that he will not extend? That, in other words, the strike will be minimized. Did this same Tinubu not join his party to promise us 4 new refineries? Did he not join his party to promise us 20,000 megawatts, then to 50,000 megawatts? Now they're about to go. Nothing has happened. Did Tinubu not join his party to tell us that they will bring back Chibok girls? Even this Shetima is talking about that is competent. Can we ask Shetima what was his role in the capturing of the Chibok girls by Boko Haram? What did he do? Were they able to recover these girls? I mean, did they have the army? Did the army that they have Chibok girls that they promised us? I think the question we should ask Shetima is, where are the Chibok girls? And let me remind Tinubu, from many other stations, we were told that Kabiru Sokoto, that was the masterminder of the bombing of St. Teresa's Hospital, was found in a governor's lodge. And that governor's lodge was Shetima's lodge. Come on, Nigeria, what is going on? What is Tinubu telling us? So, I believe that we have the mind. I will never believe Tinubu for anything. And Nigerians, in fact, I want to warn us. If we believe Tinubu and take his word for anything, that is our own undoing. For Rufai begging Buhari, we were told that if you pay Buhari or this government is just like, what do you call it? The horse that is dead. No matter how you flock it, it cannot stand up. Well, Buhari might think he has political power, he has military power, he can do anything, he can threaten anybody, he can mesmerize anybody. Let him go ahead. His days will expire, and he will become an ordinary Nigerian like us. So begging him for me, I don't want people, don't beg him, leave him. Nemesis will catch up with him. Yes, they have taken all their children outside the country, they school there, they go to hospital there, then here, Nigerian must die. Please, finally, don't believe Tinubu. Nigerians should tell him that, no, we are Christian and Muslim country and other religion. If we cannot mix it like others have been mixing, Buhari did not take him as a Muslim, so why is he not taking a Muslim? He's playing on the intelligence of the Christians. He's lying to us. He will never honor all those promises he has made. That's just my stand this morning.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah, thank you. So, 0700 903 903 903. Now we'll take some WhatsApp message this morning. This one says, "Good morning, Mary. Tinubu says he will not Islamize Nigeria, and Tinubu should have it in his mind that Muslim ticket is unacceptable." This is from Leo from K2. Okay. There's another one, Mr. Timothy from Surulere, say Buhari government come to rule Nigeria and destroy Nigerian education system. They allow their children to study abroad and many make sure the poor masses children get a lower quality education or no future, but God is watching. Okay, that's another message. this morning. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to join the conversation. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the program, Mr. Frank.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to quickly go straight to the point when Buhari said he's going to leave a safe country by the time he leaves. I think this man is taking Nigerians for a ride. Is that not the same Buhari who said that attack on Boko Haram is attack on the north? Is it not the same Buhari who, by the time he resumed here, we had only Boko Haram to contend with in Borno State? Today we have ISWAP, we have ISIS, we have the Shabab, all of them are operating in the north, destroying Nigeria. And he keeps recycling Boko Haram people, negotiating with them, and sending them into the army and police. And we have Fulani herdsmen, bandits, they are now all over the country. Even his own life is not safe. They are threatening him. Is it the same man who is telling us that he is going to leave a safe country? I think he's ridiculing us. Recently, Ghana told his people to be mindful of coming to Nigeria, ordinary Ghana. So it is very, very clear that Buhari simply has nationalized insecurity. And I don't know if he will even survive this insecurity. And he's telling us.
Oh, thank you so much. I think the line is off this morning. Okay, and we have minutes before we go on the program this morning. Our time is up. Can we take this call? Let's see. Hello?
Hello, good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Mr. Badejo. Welcome to the program. You have less than a minute. You always have a way of calling when it's late.
Because I've been trying, I couldn't get to.
Okay.
I know from anyway. Okay. I just want to react to this issue of Asu Palava. Yeah. I think it's a recurring decimal, and I do not see it going so quickly. And the issue of no work, no pay, it can never work in Nigeria. An hungry man is an hungry man is an angry man. So if you don't pay them, it will affect the students, and the end is what it will be brain drain. The students will not get the best. That's the normal thing. Good morning and have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for making it very brief. Our time here is up. Thank you so much for being part of the show this morning, the front page review. My name is Mary Onaife Debbie, and thank you to our YouTube family for always being there and for understanding. I end the show with what Karosi here wrote on YouTube. He said, "Pray for Nigeria, please, and put your PVC to proper use." Coming up next at 8 o'clock is Ogendigbo. This is the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
Of the People, 90.3